Hi, my name is Joel Parker. I've been working as a freelance videographer the last couple months, and hopefully in the future I'd like to see myself doing that as a career, as well as doing work on bigger projects and more intricate projects as well. The reason I want to get into videography as a career, and the reason I found it so interesting, is because I think it's like an endless opportunity to do stuff and do projects and be in control of something that you can make and work together with talented people. And it's always been an umbrella term thing, so it can branch out to editing or filming, and it can cover like narrative works, documentary works, stuff for the internet, and things you can make for the cinema and whatnot, so it all seems to embody under the same umbrella of interests that I have and whatnot. And I've always enjoyed making stuff like that, using a camera and whatnot, and being a part of videos and making stuff with my friends. So it's one of the reasons that I've enjoyed doing that, is just the control of it, and then the satisfaction of putting together separate images and then watching them come together in a sequence, and then watching the whole thing just sort of come together as a whole and become something bigger than its original individual pieces. For this project, I was hoping to sort of showcase my skills in editing and filming and just sort of entertaining. I chose to do a more looser narrative. I wanted to sort of distance myself from a narrative as much as possible, just because I'm just sort of used to filming stuff. I guess you could say I'm sort of more used to the shots finding me than me finding the shots, which sounds very cliche. It is worth having things under control when you're filming, but I think there's a lot that can be said about doing stuff in the moment and taking advantage of situations as they come up. That's not to say you should completely abandon any sort of direction when working on a project, but I think there's some method in doing something as it's sort of coming together, and you end up with something that's very natural and a lot funnier. And it's always a balance. It's a balance between doing stuff in the moment and then planning stuff out and then executing that shot perfectly. I think you can't depend on improv for a whole video. I think that's asking a lot for people you're working with and for yourself to make something of that. But I also think you shouldn't completely abandon the idea of shooting stuff as it happens and whatnot, and see if you can learn from that and see if you can come up with something even better by anything that could have come up from there. The way I've decided I want to film this is I've broken it into sections, and each section I'm going to have just my host unfold and do what he wants to do, and sort of just let him ramble on about what he's doing.
While really trying to save my fingers and not get blood in them.
Do you do you do much cooking at home? Like, what do you usually do?
Oh, I do a lot.
But you say you're bad at it.
Have you seen this technique?
Like, how do you do so much? How do you cook for yourself and like you can say still that like you are?
I mean, like, you can say that you sing all the time, but you can still acknowledge the fact that you're bad at singing.
Just because you do it a lot doesn't mean you're good at it.
Yeah, just because you do it a lot doesn't mean you're. What did you say?
You're good at it.
Doesn't mean you're good at it.
But then I'm also going to interlude that with these, I would say, like, I don't know, sketches, or these just, I guess, interludes is the best way to put it, where something may go wrong or something goes against the grain of what's already happening and whatnot, and sort of, yeah, have little pieces of insanity in there on top of everything. And yeah, that's the reason. The main reason I didn't choose narrative is because I think writing narratives is hard. I've never been the best at it. I'm a very loosey-goosey kind of guy when it comes to putting a project together. I very rarely do a whole script and then execute it word for word. The final vision for this video, I'm hoping, is supposed to be like watching a broken VHS that's been taped over multiple times by someone who made a skateboard video and a music video and a cooking video. And I want the whole thing to sort of bleed in and out of these insanity bits back into like these grounded sort of cooking, back into the cooking part of that. But yeah, I do want it to be more of an experience video, and I always enjoy videos that are about the experience as opposed to trying to take something away from it or trying to learn something from it. That's not to say you can't learn anything from it, but this video in particular is just more of experience and just a hangout. I've had a lot of favorite movies over the years. As you grow up, obviously, that changes a lot. As of now, I would definitely have to say I think my favorite movie has continued to be Forrest Gump. It's a very basic answer. You do hear that a lot, and it's only a recent movie when you think about it in terms of all the best movies of all time and how far back they can go. I enjoy movies that are about the life experience and whatnot and don't look at a section of a person's life, but instead examine a whole person's life. I always enjoy movies that can take a look at a person as a whole. It's also a very fun movie too. I mean, I just enjoy seeing all this culture and whatnot be sort of blown by really fast and sort of sugar-coated. But it is fun to see all that, and it's an enjoyable time. And it's also very sad too. I always enjoy movies that can make me cry like that, so definitely enjoy that.